My name's Barbara Gray, and this is our friend Paul Church.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday.
We're here to keep you company for at least an hour. We've got a new little bijou set of stamps that I think you're going to really like, and we've paired it up with a bijou little bow wad
papers.
Yeah, so I think you'll really enjoy that. Let's let our friends find us. Let's calm down. We got caught out there, didn't we?
It was all right. We had like an hour to go, and then next thing we know, it's like 5 minutes.
And we were having a design meeting with Jazz, and we were really in it, weren't we? And then suddenly it was like 4 minutes to run. So
Gracie says the sound is great, so thank you very much. So Grace is in there. I'm surprised Grace is with us with all that bad weather.
The snow
in
Brooklyn.
New York, yeah. I wasn't sure whether it would have any effect on internet connections and stuff. So
no. So Grace is there, and she'll be there to keep you company. So if you have any questions, just point them in her direction, and she'll fire them through
she
to us.
will indeed.
I don't know where my phone is, so we're going to lean into yours.
Yep, and it's all there.
All good.
So there we go.
Good. So can we have a look at the
see.
new product?
We can indeed.
This is Shopping Telly at Clarity. This morning we had a smashing session in the shack at 10 o'clock, and do go back and have a catch up, because I think you'll really enjoy what we did. It was really simple. It's a new project, very nice indeed.
Build a bouquet.
Build a bouquet, little people, and so that was at 10 o'clock this morning. And now what we're going to do is take a look at a brand new set of stamps. But perhaps before we do look at them, Paul, we could just imagine there's somebody out there has no idea how to shop with us.
Okie dokie. So there's 2 different ways in which you can shop.
That means I can have a cup of coffee. You crack on.
2 different ways in which you can shop. Across the bottom, you can see our website, which is claritycrafts.com, and a telephone number. So that telephone number, which is 01732 868 215. We're open Monday to Friday from 8 AM until 4:30 PM, where the lovely Sue or Louise or Pete are there to answer any queries, take your orders, sign you up to our craft clubs, give you any information that you need. When we look at the side of the screen, you can see we've got a 5-digit number. And for this particular product, it's 21253. Then you have a product image together with a title of that project. So this is the Bijou Leafy Backdrop A6 stamp set and Bow Wad 5x5 collage papers Leafy mini set 1. Whew, and breathe.
So let me ask you, Paul, this is so brand new, it hasn't even gone to the design team, has it?
No, absolutely not.
I know that Deborah Wheeler, she
did. She sneaked a set out on Friday when she was here. So she was going to be putting some stuff on social media.
Yeah, so look out for Deb's blog, because I'm sure she will have blogged that.
She will. So you can see there, the normal price for this collection is £21.48. And as it's coming towards the end of January, we thought we'd do it a beautiful special price up until the 31st. So the price will change on the 31st of midnight on the 31st of January. You have a saving of £5.49, bringing it to £15.99.
Cool.
However, if you belong to one of our clubs, then you know that you'll automatically get your club discount. So if you belong to all 3, that brings the price down to £13.59, which is a £7.89 saving. And there's still time for you to take advantage of the product of the month. If you haven't popped that into your basket yet, anything else in your basket, you'll get double points.
Nice.
So
let's take a look at this brand new set.
Yeah.
And then I'll just show you a couple of little tricks. My job today is to just show you as many little tricks and tips as possible on how to use them.
Yeah.
And which stamps they really work lovely with. That's the
I know,
other
because
thing.
it's quite surprising. Because obviously,
interesting.
When you look at the images, it's all black and white, because obviously for the indexing, if we did it in red or green, you think, oh, don't like that color. So it's all about the indexing, but the ink pad is where it brings it to life.
And the thing is that you know how these backdrop stamps of ours with the little gutter around the outside, how popular they are and how useful they are. And we've got them in all shapes and sizes. And and the little bijou one that I use, the plain one, is really brilliant.
You have that in your go-to box, don't you?
It is in my go-to box, and we use it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just a plain one. So Jazz had the idea of imprinting leaves it and seeing where that goes. And what a difference that makes. So, and then we had 2 different leaves.
Yeah.
And I said, well, hang on a minute. Why don't we put them together in one pack? Because
Yeah.
it makes it less expensive.
Absolutely.
If we put them in one set instead of 2 A7 sets.
Yeah, definitely. There's a saving there already, and it obviously saves on
Substantial.
the packaging. Yeah, because normally they're $7.49.
So $7.50, let's say, for an A7.
And an A6 is $11.50.
So we've already saved a £5.
Yeah.
Or no, £4 there.
Yeah.
Haven't we? Ish. My maths isn't what it should be. Right.
And now and then you've got that additional saving with the special offer for January.
So let's have a look at this one.
Yep.
Let's take a look at this.
There we go.
And you can see now what we're talking about. So if we look at these 2 sets, you can see exactly where we're at here. So these are 2 background stamp sets. And what Jazz has done is she's injected that really beautiful leaf design into those backgrounds. And as Paul was saying, because it's in black and white, it looks very bold. But when you actually use these in the backgrounds, they look amazing. So let me just pan out a little bit.
So there's 4 stamps there, isn't there? You've got your 2 squares and then you've got your 2 panels.
So let me just put this in context. If I just take that one there, right, and I pop that there. Now, what I did was I used this particular one. I turned it. You can see the background here.
Of course, yeah.
Right. I took this piece away because you're saying it's 4 stamps. I just used this stamp here, and then I stamped, masked, put the background in. Let's take a closer look at that and then add a little bit. So how different and how lovely is that in a blue?
It's amazing how a color can change something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because again, we say the black and the white because obviously it's for visual purposes.
Yeah, so looking at those stamps now, when you take a look at that pair, let me pan out a little bit and you can see. And Paul will give you the prices.
So if you want that complete set, it's just 12276. That's at the full price of £11.49. And the pair means you get the paper as well, which is also available individually. And this is a lovely sort of perfect for Mini Makes Monday.
Yeah,
which we are today.
so don't be confused by this pair, because it doesn't mean a pair of stamps.
No,
that means
just
this
that
pair of stamps here is 12276.
There we go.
Okay,
on your screen.
That's better.
Yeah.
Right. Then in addition to that, what we also did, where did we get these designs from? We got these from this particular Leafy pack.
Yes.
Right. So these are our bow wobs, but this is a mini set. So the original Leafy pack is 7x7.
8x8.
Is it 8x8? Sorry, 8x8. So what we've done is we've reduced it and we haven't cropped it. So what that means is that when you actually look inside, what you'll see is that the pieces are smaller. You can see that the actual designs are smaller as well. So they're not cropped, they're reduced. So if, for example, we were to take that large one, let's take
that one there.
That one there. Okay.
So this is your 8x8. So if I zoom out so we can see that. So that's your 8x8.
So these now, this is the white on, that's black on white. That's the white on black there. Let's take that one. So that's the 8x8. This is the 5x5. So what you can see is that clearly it's just been shrunk rather than cropped. We didn't take a 5x5 section of this one. That's what we mean by cropping.
Yeah.
We actually reduced the whole design, which is really nice, because what it means is you're getting all the detail on a smaller mini makes Monday.
Yeah.
Right. You're getting the smaller mini make, but you're getting all that loveliness. So it's,
and they work in conjunction with one another. So if you want the larger detail in a background.
Yes. But if you look at this area here, you'll see it's exactly the same as that area there. So what we've done is we've just shrunk the whole thing to 5x5.
Bijoued it.
We bijoued it, which is really important to understand, because that makes a whole difference, makes a big difference to the overall effect. Now, what Paul was saying was, when it comes to the pair price, we're talking about these 2 stamps, 12276, this paper, 31955, gives you this pair.
of
21253.
21253.
It was just deceiving, Paul,
because it says
because
pair
it says
and
pair.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 stamps plus that equals £15.99.
And that price will stay until midnight on the 31st of January. So on
It's very
Saturday.
good. Very good
Yeah,
indeed.
very good.
So there you go. Fill your boots with that one. And I'm going to show you a real quick, I thought I would show you a real quick little trick
Yeah.
with that stamp.
Okay.
So you see how it works. And then we're going to spend the next hour just showing you different stamp sets that you can use
in
with
conjunction with them.
Because you may say, oh, it's quite busy.
Mm.
Watch, okay? Because it looks busy in black, as Paul was saying. It looks busy in black. Looks fantastic, actually.
I love the monochromatic
yeah,
look.
yeah, me too. That with a message, just a little...
Oh, our little sticker books.
Yeah, fantastic, okay.
Oh, the little woodblock ones.
Yeah,
be
exactly.
perfect on that.
But let me just show you a couple of tricks with this. So, Paul, maybe you want to just have a recap there
I
and
will
let
do
me
that.
just
I'll bring
find
some
my bits.
full details up on the screen so we can have a look. If you want to take advantage of this offer up until midnight on Saturday the 31st, the item number is 21253. £5.49 saving, bringing it out at £15.99 plus your relevant club discounts. Now, we mentioned earlier the product of the month. So the product of the month is one of these 3 items. First one is 12258, which is the Art Deco Sentiments A5 stamp set, £20.99 plus your club saving. Then we have the Sentiment Embedder Stencil, item number 31940. That's £6.49 plus your club discount. And then if you're into your Groovy, item number 42595 for the Art Deco Sentiments A5 plate. So any one of those 3 items that go in your basket, you will get double loyalty points on your whole basket.
Okay.
Are we good to go?
We sure are.
Super.
Okay, so let me just show you a trick and then we'll get on with what we actually had planned.
Yes. It's all planned, really.
Okay, so I've mounted this particular stamp. You can't see it, but it's the fern one. Okay, I've mounted it on one of our mega mounts.
Yeah, that's the 3.5 by 4.5, I think it is, on that one.
And what I've done is I've kept them together, right? The top and the
okay.
bottom. They are together. They will. That's how they'll stamp up nicely.
Yeah.
Right. So we can see there's going to be a little gap there as well.
Nice.
Right. Now let's see if I've got that. Now I've got my 3 little distress oxides.
Okay.
And I'm using that
Dave's punched card.
Dave's punch card, which is the stencil card, but it's 3.5 by 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got that on the show.
So that's going to set there like so. I've got that all worked out. And then I can decide whether I want to chop that off or not.
Yeah.
Right. But it's very good for swatches. Like if I wanted to know these 3, it's a bit fuzzy, Paul. If I wanted to know how that sits, then I could write on the back, these 3 colours, this is what it gives me.
Right.
So it's a really great way to work.
Which is often what you do when you're prepping demos, don't you?
Exactly.
Write on the back.
Exactly. So what we'll do is though, I'll just show you this work. So I've got 3 colours.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is use the lightest colour first, right?
Okay.
So I can pop that light colour in there. Then I'm going to use the next colour in, like I'm going to pop a little bit of that in there, like so, right? Then I'll take the seedless preserve. So I'm using spiced marmalade, peeled paint, and then I'm using seedless preserve. So I'll pop a bit of that in as well.
Yeah.
Right? So you can see now the colours that I'm using. And I've left a little bit of a gap, but I can decide, because that seedless preserve is going to be quite dark. I know that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my spot on sponges now to blend these together.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me come in a little bit closer so you can see what we're up to now. And let's see. I'll use a clean one so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to start in the lightest colour and I'm just going to blend that colour in. Then I'm going to move over into the green. Right. So yellow and green are pretty cool together.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll stick with that colour there. So I'll add a little bit of the green. I'm taking out that blisteriness, yeah? If I wanted to, I could add a bit more, just because I can, right, of the yellow, just because I think I may have, the orange, I may have just blended that out too much. Right, so now I've got that colour.
Yeah.
I'll turn it over and I'll use this colour, the darkest one now, and I'll just bring that colour in to tone it in. You see, so all I'm doing now is just blending the colour. So I'm using that lovely leafy background, kind of like a canvas.
Yes.
And I'm just painting the colours. I think I've got enough. You can put more on if you want. You can go direct from the ink pad as well. Just because it's TV, I'm mindful of the fact that sometimes the lighter colours don't show so much.
Yeah.
The camera sort of washes it out.
Washes it out.
So I'm kind of working on the fact that I'm probably using more colour than I would usually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of doubling down on the colour just to get a little bit more of the texture in. Let's have a look. Right. Just a little bit up the side. Let's add a bit more depth. So they're two stamps, but I'm treating them as one.
Yeah.
Now I've got choices. I'm using Distress Oxides. Do I want to wet it and then go, or do I want to go dry? So I'll just go dry.
Okay.
Okay, so we can see now that we've got both of them there. I can hover with the stamp, and then I can just press that into place like so, and then I'll press like so. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So once I give myself a good, there you go, a good lot of pressure, and I haven't added water.
No.
Okay. But I've got myself a nice backdrop now. So the question is, what am I going to stamp on top? Got lots of different options. Let's see how that worked. Very nice.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so let's take a look at that. This is dry, and it's just straight in.
The detail on the stamp, because when you look at it in the printout and on the screen, you think, oh, is it really going to pick up that detail? But the quality of our stamp
really does.
Really does.
Really does. And, you know, I'm just putting the lids on the stamps again. So now I've got a choice, you see. I could take those three colours. I could have a ring, a swatch. I could write on the back, peeled paint, seedless preserve, spiced marmalade.
Yeah.
I've got my own little art swatch now.
Yes.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's a great idea because you'll see a piece of artwork and you think, what colours did I use? Get your swatch going and use one of these bijou backdrop stamps.
It's a nice way of indexing as well, isn't it?
And it's also a quick make. If you need a quick make, you've already got it there for yourself, right? Now let's take, let's show you a trick. If I take, what can I put over the top? Over the course of the next hour, I'm going to show you several different types of stamps. And you would think, automatically, you'll think, oh, she's going to go for silhouette stamps.
Which you would think.
Which I will as well. Okay. But I'm going to also go, what happens if I go for an outline stamp? So I've taken my little triangle people. I love these.
These are great.
All right. And you think, well, but are they going to show up? Okay. What are these? Are these our triangle people?
They are. I think they are the triangle people.
No, they're
I've
different.
got the shack here.
They're the shack.
The triangle people, I think I've got on the show. Oh no, these ones, aren't they? Here we go. The triangle people.
Okay, let's pop these in then.
Now
let me just show you these because these are superb to use. So you can see here we've got the triangle people. 12174. This is an A5 stamp set, and they sit beautifully. And I know you're thinking, but how are you going to colour them in?
Because they're open, yeah.
Because they're open. So here they are printed out. We drew these in the shack.
These are great.
They're so cool to use. Love you to bits. I think I'll use that in the bottom part.
And we do have a collection, if you wanted to sort of jump ahead a little, with London, New York and Paris. But we'll have a look at those.
Let's have a look at that in a minute, yeah? Let's just take a look at this because I think you'll enjoy what comes next. I think the trick here is that I used it dry. I didn't add water, okay? So I'm going to use a black archival ink pad. I'm just using black archival, look, okay? And I'm inking up the stamp. It's quite close, isn't it? Let's come out a little tiny bit and then we can take a better look at it so you can see what I'm actually doing. Right, so I'm going to ink that up, take this like so, pop her over there, that's it. Hover with the handle. These are fast drying ink pads, so we've got to be a bit quicker. Right, so then I'm just going to press. There's Mum. There's Barbara, Grace and Mark. Okay. Back in the day. You're 6'5" now. Don't work quite so well. Right. So I've got there. So
Yeah.
I've got those in place. Right. So let's just come in a little bit closer. Right. So yeah, but no, but how are we going to make these stand out?
Mm.
Let's take a paintbrush.
Yeah.
The water, sure, I think the ink will still be quite.
Oh, of course, because it's a dye-based ink pad. Okay.
So let's see if I add a little bit of water. Let's see if I can move this ink. There we go.
Look at that.
So now what we're doing is we've got built-in shadow. Look.
Wow.
I know. So easy to do. Right, a little bit more ink. Let's go in here. Built-in shadow. Built-in colour. Isn't that a nice way to go?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. And these distress oxides, they're so perfect for this. And because we've got the 3 different colours, so we've got a bit of, and I can change the colours up a little bit. Of course I can. Let's say there, right? Let's get her hat. See what we've got there. Now, if I wanted to add a bit more colour and make that a little bit more vibrant, okay, then I could take my mix mat, right, or a poly bag.
Yeah.
Let me just grab a poly bag. So I haven't got a mix mat handy. But a poly bag will do the job.
Okay.
I just need something that I can add a little bit of colour to. See, so I've just added a little bit of ink to a bag, anything plastic, right? And then I can dilute that. And then I can go back in and let's see. It usually works best if you allow a little bit of time to dry, yeah? So you can work in layers. But let's say, for example, now I'm getting bright. The colours will be brightening up a little bit, I should hope. Yeah, let's take a bit of this one. Don't need much. But you can see how it's so nice to just be able to take this colour. There you go.
And because you know which colours you've used.
Yeah, and you've got them in front of you as well.
It's going to keep it tone in tone, isn't it?
So now I can, and it really does. It's a nice way to do this, you know, and it's very movable. The ink is very movable. You see how you can change it quite radically. There you go. And so maybe I want to put a little tiny bit of depth around this one. It's better if you leave it to dry first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, like so. But I just wanted to explain how easy this is. And then that one, once that's dry, let's take a bit of green. So I'm taking all 3 colours that I'm using in the background and I'm adding them to the dresses now, or the clothes. And it's a really easy way. Here we go, we'll get that a bit greener, get a bit of depth going. If you allow the background to dry, it certainly takes the colour better.
Yeah.
Right? Let's take a bit of, there we go. You can see. And that way and also by using a poly bag or a mix mat like this, what it's doing is it's protecting my ink pad because I'm not going anywhere near the ink pad. I'm using the ink like that as a dispenser. I'm coming in like so. I can darken that up. I can wait a little while, and then I can, there you go. See how you start to build up the depth.
You've got that shade coming in
so
from
it's
the
really
side.
cool, and you can change the colours of, you know.
I think it's nice because you've got those 3 colours in there. You know then that they're going to work, and it just adds. All of a sudden, they're no longer empty dresses.
And they're also that you know when that dries, if I put a little bit of a drop shadow around the outside, that will make them pop. The other thing is, of course, so now let me just I can clean this off or I can leave it. I just know that I'm going to lean on it if I don't do that.
In that very light cardigan.
Yeah, in my very light cardigan. And now if I take this again, I'm going to take my set here. Okay. But you can remember how I did the background.
Yes.
Because that's the key here.
That is the key, yeah.
And what I really like is I kind of rose to the challenge and I'm using a stamp that is open, very open.
Yeah.
And showing you that it doesn't matter. You can use it on the background perfectly. Now let's see how this Love You to Bits, because it's on that set. And then we'll take a look at the ones that I actually had prepped for the show.
I think this is a lovely introduction because I think sometimes when you look at an image and you think, oh, it's a little bit too busy, but then using different colours, at the end of the day, it's a background,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's exactly what it
it's
is.
in the title of the product.
And these bijou backgrounds with these leafy backgrounds, this is nothing. We're going to deal with the bow wobs as well, because they're going to be brilliant. So you hover with the handle, happy with the position, put the message down in the lower bottom part. It's so ideal, isn't it? Look, see? There you go.
Perfect for your mini makes Monday.
Love you to bits.
That is amazing. It's just all of a sudden
Simple.
the colours,
Very, very simple.
colours have just come together.
And if you know, and I've got that color now, so I know the swatch, I know what I've used.
Yeah.
And I can use that again. And it's been changed every time I use a different colorway. I can use different people. You could make a whole little set of notelets using different characters.
All those characters on there, definitely.
And when you use, this is what I was talking about, the grey, you know, from the polychromos.
Yeah, from your Essentials collection.
Once the background is dry, you'll find the pencils catch. They're much better to. Once this is dry, then you can add.
You've got a bit more purchase.
That's the word. You've got a little bit more purchase, and you can add the shadow really easily with the grey pencil from the polychromos, the Essentials set.
Yeah.
And you'll see this again, it's highlights and lowlights, but what it does is it just gives you that little bit more contrast between the back and the front. See? So you just add a little tiny bit.
Pop out, don't they?
Just feather it out a little bit. Yeah. But it looks so nice when it's done, you see?
Yeah.
So just a little tiny.
Now, to the naked eye, you would think that had been paper pieced, like you'd stamped in, because obviously you can use the stamps onto paper and you could stick it over the top if you wanted to. That's what it looks like now.
Does it?
By introducing that grey pencil.
Little tiny bit.
Yeah.
So now you're just going round the outside, and that just gives you that tiny. And while you've got a grey pencil in your hand, how about we just anchor them so that they're not floating? See, that changes it too.
Yeah.
Just a little tiny flick, just under their feet, and that will make a difference too. There you go. Just a little bit of a shadow. Nice, eh?
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. And if you think this is too dark, right, then you know you can lift that off.
Yeah.
Just lift that away. Because we're using a permanent ink pad for the words, or a permanent ink pad for the actual lineup, the black archival. Then if we wanted to, I'm just suggesting, if you wanted to lighten this up, I'm pretty sure that I could take some of that light darkness out of there.
So just a little bit of water.
Just a little bit of water, right? That bit there struck me as a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
You can see it coming out already.
And the sooner you get to it, because as the ink dries, you know it dries, doesn't it? So, and then it sets. But you can see straight away that that's already taking some of the ink out.
Yeah.
Right there. You know, just move it around a little bit. The sooner you get to it,
the more will come out.
The more will come out. Exactly that. So stamping first, decide there, it's already lighter. And that'll dry lighter than that as well. And it's just all right.
It's lovely. It really is. I mean, who would have thought a stamp, a little backdrop stamp like that in conjunction with some outline stamps, because that's what they are, aren't they? The outline stamps for people.
Yeah.
And then you've just filled it in.
Okay, so trick number one.
Trick number one.
And,
okay.
You know, I think the thing to remember is that we're not using lots of things. So we've got our polychromos pencils for the drop shadow. We've got our ink pads, which we use all the time, the Distress Oxides. They must be nearly in the
Friday,
building.
I believe. I think we're expecting them to deliver. They're in the country.
Yeah.
They have to be taken off the van, then you have to customs.
That's okay.
But I reckon Friday, and I know we've got some new colours coming as well.
We have. We have.
Yeah.
And tins, I hope.
Yes. Tins. Yes.
Cool. Okay, so that was just just a little trick that I wanted to show you, how to lift the colour out. Because when you're using, I'll call it a busy backdrop. A busy backdrop.
Yeah.
As opposed to a plain one.
Yeah.
You know, the first thing you're going to ask is, is it too busy? Does the front part of the image, does the centerpiece get lost? Well, not if you pull the color out like that.
Yeah.
Right. The other thing, there was another thing I wanted to show you. When we get to it, I'll show it to you. I know it's here somewhere. Oh yeah, I also wanted to show you how you can paper piece. You know, there's another little guy, how you can use texture to cover over his, you know, his outfit.
Lovely.
So that's a really smashing way to go as well. But we'll do a bit more of that later.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just pop those to one side because we're going to continue with that colour, I think.
Right.
But one of the things that we do at Clarity is we give you a digi download. So if I've got projects that I want to show you, then what I'm going to do is give them to Jazz in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we have these 3 downloads, and this will tell you exactly. Can we go to this camera?
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You'll see here, for example, 2:26. I'm going to show you how to use this particular. This is one of the projects using the Leafy bow wob in the background.
Lovely.
And the sticker.
The same colours, I note.
Yeah, I've used the same colours.
Yeah.
So that you can see the contrast, and I've used the same colours but different way of filling in.
Yeah.
Right, it's cool. Very cool. So, but just remember, these have this option too.
Yes.
Option A, option B. Water it.
Water it.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we've got that option. There's what was used. So that download is where, Paul?
Is if you go to our website, on the front page, there is a catch up and craft button. If you click that, it will take you to all of our previous Clarity social TV shows, and there'll be a video of the particular show. And if there's demos that were relating to that show, they'll be to the side of that. And then underneath, there will be a button of the products used. So all of those, everything that Barb's using in today's show is in our show page. So all available individually and also available in bundles. Now, prices may change over a period of time because sometimes we run special offers.
Yeah. So this is another one that I wanted to do with you. Same background, backdrops.
Yeah.
In the back, same backdrop again, but this time I've changed it. And if you'll see when I show you the original, I've changed what I've done. Not just what stamp. The background's the same, but I've made use of that panel.
Yeah.
And instead of using the panel as you would think to use it, like that,
the space,
right? I've used the gap. Do you see?
So now it looks like an A6 rather than a square.
Yes.
Yes.
So here I used it as a block where he's standing on or she's standing on.
Yeah.
Here I've used the panel as you'd expect to use it.
As a sentiment.
Here I've used it as an
extender.
An extender. Right.
I like that.
And then, so that's another one, again, with Love Blooms, it shows you which stamps I've used.
Yep.
And then last but not least, I've gone a completely different colorway. I've used another one of those beautiful Leafy baby bijou bow wab papers. And I've gone to I've used the other stamp, the flowery one of the pair.
Ooh la la.
And I've gone to Paris with it.
Very nice.
So these 3 downloads are available for your pleasure.
They are. You can either download them and print them off, or you can download them and store them on your computer. And then if you order anything from the shows, when it turns up and you need to refresh, then that's where you can go back and have a look. All of our Clarity social TVs, all of the Shack, all of Groovy Tuesday are also all available on our Clarity YouTube page as well. So there's lots there to keep you entertained and company.
So I was thinking one at a time.
Yeah.
Right. And I was thinking we'll do the front, the little toppers first, and then I'll go to the jelly plate.
Like a production.
Yeah. So that way we're not chopping and changing.
Yeah.
Right. Because the gel press process is the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Just the colours change. That's all.
Super.
So first of all, let's take a look at this little fella. Don't worry about the background. The background, I'll show you how to do that afterwards. Let's sort the front out first. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Sorry, Paul. Let's come in a bit closer. And what I've done is I'll deconstruct it for you. I put it together like this so that you can see how it's put together.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
It's nice, isn't it? So you've got your 5x5s on there, your card blanks.
Yep. And you can see this is just a little piece of the bow wab papers. I can take one of these here, right? And this is the trick. This here is not a jelly plate. This is just a straightforward paper that's been coloured as I was trying to make a jelly plate print. Do you
Right.
see what I mean?
Okay.
So this is just what
So it's a
you
2
get.
for 1.
It's a 2 for 1.
Yeah.
And then it's whether or not it's one of these coloured in basically, except it's the one with the black, that one. See, it's that one coloured in and then chopped up.
Yeah.
So I've used the jelly plate to do the gel press to do the colouring, but that was while I was trying to do a transfer print.
Right. Okay.
Don't worry about that. It's this one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
We'll sort this out afterwards because that's the same on all of them, right?
Okay.
So let's take a look. That's that. That's that. Now the way that how have I coloured? This is just different.
Yeah.
In as much as, let me take. I've got loads of these. Let me take another one.
Okay.
Right, it doesn't matter which one. Or let's go a bit more. Let's just do a different. Let's do a new one, so you don't think this is hard, right? Let's have a little recap. Okay. I'm going with a lighter colour first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lighter colour, and you'll see I'm not cleaning off the stamp in between.
No, because you say that if you leave stuff on there, if you're doing a sequence of them, it builds up and you get the same colour palette but different tones.
Different. And then this one, let's go with a little bit more oomph. Go with that colour there. Yeah. And maybe a bit more orange in there. See, I don't worry about contaminating the ink pads too much because you just got to wipe the surface.
Yeah.
And then it comes back to life anyway. So let's just do this bit of yellow on there. Then I want to get the green toned down like that. Bit of green. Then I'm going to go to the purple colour. Okay, and I'm using it, I'm overlapping. You can see what I'm doing here, right? And when you're lining up like that, obviously what you're doing in effect is you're working in reverse. So when I turn this round, I know the yellow is going to be over this side, the purple's all going to be on that side.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll take another one of these. Do I want to wet it? It's up to you. If you want to spritz it. I feel there's so much detail on this stamp that when you spritz it, it does work really well.
Yeah.
It just goes, but you run the risk of
a 1, 2, 3 not stopping.
Putting too much.
Yeah.
You know? So let's just take this one. I want one that's got a little bit of pink. I'm trying to go with the pink. Now, these stamps, these are marvellous. These are our Clarity characters.
They are the Shack people, yeah. So we've got a
nice.
fantastic deal on this, which we'll have a look in a little while, where you can get this 3 A5 stamp sets plus a little A7 and a
A7.
bonus.
My favourite.
You also get companion swatches. The designs will vary as well as a free
fantastic.
gift. I'll bring the details up on the side of the screen while Barb's demoing this, so you can have a look at that.
This is so straightforward. I could show you, let me just show you my 3 packs. This is what I work off. Right, I'll show you my 3 packs. These are the actual size of the stamps, aren't they?
Yes.
A5.
Yeah.
So we've got, you can see the one I've used here is this one here.
Yeah.
You see, it's exactly that. Right, so that's that one. I've got this girl. These are so lovely. We drew these in the Shack.
I remember we drew in the Shack and they were all
absolutely
over Facebook.
Love them. Yeah. So there's a Chinese, guys.
Yeah.
There's Henry VIII.
I am.
There you go. Look, Chaucer, Julius Caesar. Oh no, there's Henry VIII.
Just his
dodgy legs. Got a bit of gout going on. Right, but these are so fun to use.
They are. They're lovely.
But they're very, very much outline stamps, aren't they? You can see they're outline stamps.
Yeah.
So once again, it's more of this.
But just a large one. So you can see on the screen, item number 12160. You've got all of those, plus the little A7 one.
That's the little, we picked the best one for the freebie.
For the little freebie. And then you've got your swatches as well. You have an £8 saving, bringing it down to £62.96. Diamond Club members pay £53.52 for all of that that's currently on the screen at the moment.
So what I'm going to do now is just stamp exactly the same. I think I wanted to just explain how easy these little mini makes are, you know, because I just want to check this out though, because I haven't used the stamp today. Let me just warm the stamp up. Let me just check. You know, you want to make sure that the ink pad's right, that it's nice and bold and black.
One for test and one for best.
One for test and one for best. And sometimes it's best to do it once,
Yeah.
and then the second time it'll be better.
Yes.
It's just
You've sort of woken the stamp up.
woken the stamp up. Yeah, got a little bit of ink on there now.
Yeah.
Got it going. April. What does April mean?
Which year? You haven't put a year on it.
What? Have no idea. Okay.
You always used to put a year next to it, didn't you?
Yeah.
That could be any April.
Could be any April.
This April.
Let's have a look. So then we're just going to pop that on there like so, and then stamp that into place. Now, if I've just stamped that, then you know I can do that.
Yes.
If I've stamped this and I've added water, or I've let it sit overnight,
yeah,
that's not going to happen.
Right. Okay.
Once it sets, it sets. You get it?
Yeah.
So then you think, oh, rats. There, look at that for solid and black. First generation, second generation.
Yeah.
Grey, black. I know what I want.
Yes.
I want a nice bold black. Yeah. So now let's check out what do we do here? Enter the polychromos. So we've got 4 sets of polychromos.
We do. We have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. We've got those on the show page as well. So you've got a lovely selection, and you put these together last year.
I did.
And you've got 6 different colorways in there. If you want to go for your spring, item number 31900. Summer is 31901.
Do you want to come in a little bit to show our friends?
There we go.
And I'll just do a bit of colouring here.
I'll just pop that.
Because the thing about these is, if you show, right, and then I'll tell. Go on.
Okay, so we've got the spring, item number 31900. Then we have summer, which is item number 31901.
These are beautiful to use.
Then we have autumn, item number 31902. And then finally, we have winter. I think winter is one of my favorite collections. Item number 31903.
The point I'm making here is you can see how the background it's translucent. This beautiful kind of pencil work. You see, if you look through, you can see, even though I've added the color.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take the orangey yellow one. Right. As I go over the top, you can see the pattern still through there.
Oh yeah.
So this is a really nice way to go, and you can go really opaque, as in can't see through.
Yeah.
By pressing harder.
Yeah.
You can go really light, like say I want a little bit of shadow, there, just a tiny whisper, like that. So you're starting to get.
Yeah,
you can blend the colours as well. Like here, I've got yellow. I'm pressing hard, but you can still see the background pattern through it. So this adds quite a lot. I like that. So you've got control. See what a lovely blend you get.
Yeah, because also now it isn't part of the background, is it?
Not
The
at all.
outfit. The outfit is now the outfit.
Now there you have it. So do you even need a drop shadow on this one? I don't think so, because it's so bold, isn't it? You may want to just take that grey again, the grey pencil, and add so he's not standing.
I love the use of the little panel for him to stand on.
Yep.
It all of a sudden you wouldn't have thought that background stamp, that's where it started, so to speak.
No. And then, so here now, we've got other ways to add a narrative.
Yeah.
And one of the things that really work well is our stickers. So we often talk about our sticker booklets, and you can see here, these little stickers, Mini Makes Monday, they work really well. Paul.
So this is our Pinky Grey collection. The item number for that is 31639. They're A5, you've got 8 sheets, 4 black and 4 white. There's 132 stickers in this collection. And this was when you changed the font.
We changed the font and the size of them.
Yes.
And these are so cool because you've got these lines of small ones, see? So you've got large, you've got a boxy one like that size, yeah? Which works really well on a, look.
Just in the center of that square.
Or there, like that.
That's
really
not,
cool.
I like the overlap.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So the square ones work really nicely. You use that overlap as a, yeah, or you can use a real tiny little one like Travel Gently, and then that can be in its entirety. That will sit really nicely. Then I can take I've got a, this is a good idea, right, top tip, just use a pair of tweezers.
Yeah.
And then what you can do is you can sort of shuffle around.
Sort
So
of
it'll only stick
hover.
when you press. So I can decide now where I want it to be. You see? Do I want it there? Do I want it there? Do I want it? Where do I want it? There.
Be holding it, couldn't he?
Go like that.
Instead of the flowers.
Oh, you clever boy. Look at that.
I learnt that from the shack this morning, holding that bouquet.
Oh, yeah, that was so cool, wasn't it? That looks actually really nice like that, doesn't it? Or like that. What do you think?
Not hijacking.
Hijacking.
What's that?
Oh, hitchhiking.
Hitchhiking.
Hijacking. Bloody hell.
I'm going like this, hijacking.
I'm being hijacked. When was the last time you went hijacking?
I've been hijacking, or
I don't think I've ever hitchhiked.
Hitchhike. Why is that word not
hijack?
Hijack.
God, give me
Hi,
strength.
Jack. How are you doing today?
So we could go hijacking.
Yeah.
It looks nice at a quirky angle. It's all about whether or not you want to use this or not. Yeah, that's quite clever, Paul. All right, I'm going hijacking. Travel gently while you hijack.
The meet and greet at the airport as well. You're sort of welcome to London, welcome to New York.
Illegible names.
Yeah. Scribbled.
And then every now and again you'll see a Steve Gray or a Tom Brown. Okay, so that's another thing that you can see how that's funny. And then this is just a lovely edging with black, only because I wanted it to, see, if I was just putting it in the center like that, I wouldn't need to edge it really. But because I wanted it to come out like so.
the offset.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So from a construction point of view, let me just say though, if I give you a visual on this, right, if I was doing this, I'd say that edge there, that ½ inch there is the same as that ½ inch there. Do you see?
Yeah.
So that is pleasing to the eye.
Yeah.
Right? Now that works because it's the same there, there, and there. So that works. Do you see?
Yeah.
If you bring it over too far, that starts to look imbalanced.
Yes.
Do you see? As if it's tipping.
Yeah.
So it's all about the 2/3 rule. 2/3. There you go. Stay in the 2/3. That looks good, doesn't it?
It does. Lovely.
Right, and then we've got the hijacker.
I just couldn't think of what the word was. I know it was H.
Oh, blimey. Right. Okay.
Moving on.
So there you go. Do you want to
I'll
show
bring
our
some details
friends
up.
those stamps that I use?
Yes.
While I just crack on.
Yes. Let me bring the details in. I'll do it on the overhead. All right, let's have a look. So we've got the complete collection. I'll just move that to one side. There we go. So we've got the complete collection. If you want to go for them individually, item number 12156. The collection on your screen, 12160. Then this is set 3, item number 12158. And then finally, we've got set 2, which is item number 12157. Now, you've also got that lovely little one there as well. She's available, or he's available individually, item number 12159. And as it says on the side of the screen, you'll also receive a pack of the companion paper swatches. The design color options will vary.
These are brilliant.
There we go.
Can I just show you
a
little looky? Right. So this is a bow wob print that I've done using the set that we're selling today.
Yeah, the papers.
The little 5x5, plus a happy birthday strip from the Sentiments bow wobs. Right. Brilliant. So you get a panel like a little dado rail. Right. So then you know how I've done that. I've made a couple of these already. Look,
indeed.
Got carried away. I love doing it. Here's your 3.5 by 3.5.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a swatch now.
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool. Happens to have both sides. I can go on the green side, right? Cool.
Yeah, and it brings that green colour out,
Yeah.
that lovely green that you use.
Pink.
Yeah.
Go on the pink side, changes it again. Look. So you see how this is the quintessential understatement.
It is, yeah.
It's brilliant. Can I open it?
Of course you can.
And you'll see that you get so many options.
There's
and
48 little pieces in there as well.
I'll show you.
And they're all double-sided.
Can I have these?
You can have those.
Look,
I'll deduct
look.
from stock later.
Look. So you get all these lovely colours. And you go, right, so this is how I do it. I fan it out like that.
Yeah.
And I go, right, look, you can see. So which colour do I fancy? There, that's a cool pink. That would work, right? Then we've got that green would work. So you can see at a glance.
Yeah.
Right, you're getting 4 of each, aren't
on
you?
one side.
And then when you turn it over, so, oh, hang on a minute.
There's
double
more.
bubble. Look at the colours, though.
I know, that's lovely. I mean, that lovely rich pink.
So you can see exactly what you've got in each pack.
Yeah.
I think these are brilliant.
I know we've got some available on the website. I'm not sure how many we've got left of some of them because they are we're literally flying through them.
Yeah, well, good. So we should. So we should. I can't get that back in there, though.
You're taking it home, aren't you?
Yes. But you can see how neat this is, can't you? Right, so then, can I crack on?
You can
or
crack
are you still
on.
talking?
No, I'm done.
So the Barbara's Big Shack people, now I'm going for the balloons, the big blooms.
Blooms.
Yeah.
Super. I'll change the details on the screen. And this is the Barb's Big Blooms A5 square set.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Details on the side of your screen.
Smashing stamps.
Do you want to have a look at the...
Should we have a look at the stamps? So I made these. I designed these for...
in conjunction with Eileen Godwin, wasn't it?
Yeah, for the open days. Really cracking.
So we've got the complete collection, 12238. You've got a £6 saving. They also come with the masks as well, all available individually. So if you want the stripy flowers, 12232. And this is where this lovely font that Jazz added to these collections kicked off.
That's where it kicked off the product of the month.
Yeah.
If you haven't done your product of the month trick yet with your double your points on the whole basket, you really want to take advantage of that this week.
Item number 12233. This is the silhouette flowers, which is what you're going to be using.
Yeah, I love that one.
And then we've got the lovely holly leaves, item number 12234.
That was the biggest selling one of the 3.
It was, yeah.
Which was interesting because my favourite is that one.
I think that's mine as well. I love that. It's like a lotus.
Eileen, she really likes that as well. And when I spoke to her a couple of weeks ago, she said, I need more big blooms. I said, you're all right. All right, Eileen. I'm on it. So this is the one I'm going to use.
Okay. I've got a little bit of artwork there if you want to.
Let's have a look.
So this was
definitely Eileen's artwork.
Look
at that. Isn't that beautiful?
So that's like a ginkgo stencil in the background.
Ginkgo stencil, striped stencil, another stencil with a hole in it with a round circle. That's the one. That's definitely an Eileen special.
Then
These
we've
are
got
Eileen.
That one there. So that combines the larger version, the stripy A4 square
love,
one.
love. Let's get rid of all this noise in the background. There's lovely.
Then different colour card.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Just a note.
Just a note. Using this one.
The silhouette one.
See here. See it there. There it is there.
It's the ink pad again,
there
isn't it?
Again. See, it's these 3. She just masked off that, didn't ink up the stalks, the stems.
And then a festive one.
With the holly.
Holly with the Christmas candle stamp set.
Yeah.
There we go.
So that trio is really quite something.
It is, yeah. And you've got the masks in there as well. And if you did buy it at the open days where at that point they didn't have the masks are available on the website for, I think they're like £1 or something like that.
So what am I doing? Ah, yes. Okay. Right. So we'll have a look at this one now.
Yeah.
This was me. Right. My version. So once again, I'm using exactly the same where we started.
Yeah.
Yarn, same cut. But the reason I'm doing that is to show you the versatility of it.
Definitely.
You can use any colours you like. I've used the same colour again.
Yeah.
I've just gone with the same 3 colours. But now I want to show you. Look, I'll dismantle it so you can see what I've done. That, didn't like that one, obviously. So waste not, want not, right?
Yeah.
So that's how this has been See, because you might look at that and think that's a bit boring, but as a background, it's
As a
beautiful.
background.
That's what it's for, right? So now I've used, that's not a transfer. This is the transfer.
That's it. It's lovely because it's got that lovely gloss to it.
When you
like
get,
a sheen.
to get that, you do that.
Yes.
So you don't waste that. That's a lovely.
It's a quick way of adding
Cool,
colour,
yeah.
isn't it?
But that's part of this trick.
Yeah.
So for example, we've got that now. Then we've stamped that on there, which we're going to do now.
Yeah.
Right. You can see that I'll show you a trick. And then I've taken a bit of scrap, stamped that word, which comes from the same set as this.
Yeah.
Right. And then that I've made it sit exactly in there so it fits nicely. So it hides the stalks behind.
Yeah, and you've got that illusion of it being sort of one larger stamp as well.
Yeah. Right, so we'll take a bit of that copy paper. Let's just do the job.
Yeah.
We'll go to there. I've got my stamp. I've mounted my stamp on a mega mount.
Okay.
I've got my April
black ink pad.
Black ink pad again. Okay. I want to stamp that through there, but I know that if I stamp this on here, it's going to go straight off the edge.
Yes.
So I want to stop it.
Okay.
So I need to mask it off. So I'm going to mask it off.
In comes our low tack tape. I mean, you can buy a roll individually, or you can buy 4 rolls with a saving on there.
So I'm gonna go to the outside of the stamp like that.
Okay.
So now if it hangs over the edge, it doesn't matter.
I suppose it also means you can adjust the height then, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. Do what you like.
Yeah.
You know, and one thing I wanted to point out is it's not mandatory to have this down the bottom.
No.
You turn the whole thing round, have a play. Look, that looks so cool too.
Yeah.
Just put the masking tape down there then. Okay,
and they're 2 separate stamps as well.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, you don't have to use this one. In fact,
you didn't on that.
I didn't on that. I just took this bit away, and I just wanted to square because I wanted to sit it on. I wanted to see what it stamped up like on stamp board. That was the whole purpose of that little episode. Answer, wunderbar. Right. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp this into place on there.
Yeah.
And we know that the stamp needs warming up. So I'm going to stamp it
with a solid silhouette like that.
Especially with a solid silhouette stamp. So I'm going to stamp it up once. And you'll notice, and I know I sound like a record player that's got stuff, I always press in that area because the felt ink pads, you can see where they walk.
Go concave.
I mean, this might have been 1994.
You obviously didn't use it much if it's still moist.
No, I like this one. It's a good one, but I do need to test it. So one's for test and one's for best. Let's go again. Right, and I'm pressing on the large part, obviously.
Yeah.
And the stalks, I'm not going to put my 12 stone on the stalks. So I'm just going to press lightly on that bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. And my theory is if I press on that bit there, this bit will follow. Right? There. So you can see it's not 100% black as I'd like it. And I could do with doing a little bit more pressure on there.
And also, this is a different paper as well, isn't it? It's more absorbent than the stencil cards.
So now we're going to go again. This time, right, I'm inking up and I'm pressing well. My April ink pad is going to get retired sometime in February.
Just around the corner, February.
I know. Well, don't you find that January's gone quite slowly though?
It's had its moments.
Right, there you go. And then I'm going to stamp that into place like so. Press on there, right? Press like that. And now we're going for a solid surface. You know, this would look lovely as well in a brown or a sepia.
Yeah.
You know, because it would blend in with the background. But I wanted a real contrast just because it's TV. Okay. But try to pull out a really nice dark green or, you know, or maybe a lovely fuchsia or, you know. That might work.
That would be lovely.
There you go. Beautiful. That'll do me. If you wanted it really black and it hasn't come out as black as you want it, that's where our micron pens come in. And you could actually, see, I always think, when that happens, and it happens to the best of us, right? If that happens, wow, what's my problem?
See, to me, that's light and shade.
Yeah, it is. But you can use your micron pen to actually use that to your advantage. So you could now properly add a shadow. Look, do you see? So this area here, I would actually use it. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, you can see it.
So it makes it even more interesting because now you're actually getting the light
Getting the
hitting,
light in there.
you know.
So if you're interested in our micron pens, the item number is 30778.
Yeah. So you can always go in and add depth. I could make that a solid black, or I can leave it like that. So now I've done that.
Okay.
That's easy, isn't it? Okay, so then I'll take that away. Obviously now it's masked.
Yeah.
Now the next thing is, in that set, I've got me with love. Okay, so with love, it could go there just like it did before, but it would go really cool there. But if I put it on there, then I was thinking, oh, that kind of interrupts.
Yeah.
You see how that interrupts the love gets?
Yes.
Right. So let's do this. Let's take that. Let's take out one of our vertical longs so I can see it really easily. Then I'm going to take a piece of card and I'm going to cut it. I'm giving myself a bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Do you see? Then I'm going to take my archival ink pad again.
From April.
I'm going to make sure that it's warm. Let's have a look. Let's just stamp that. This just for the sake of it. See what would happen. Wouldn't look bad, would it?
No, it doesn't actually, does it?
No.
I think when it's on a plain background.
Yeah. Doesn't look bad at all.
No.
But just for, you know, what if, let's just see. And then here, I'm just going to level up with the top of the stamp and then just give a little wiggle. That should do it nicely. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So now I've got my with love.
Yeah.
I'm going to trim it. Here's one I did earlier. I don't need to disappear and do that.
No.
I've done that. Okay. So I've got my with love. And then when that sits right on the top of that, you get the optical illusion. Look.
Yeah. That's a larger stamp.
Yeah.
And you've masked off that panel.
Doesn't that look lovely?
Yeah.
So another little trick. You can use the panel to cover it up, and you can make, let me just say, you can make this bigger.
Yes, by doing 2 squares.
Do you see what I mean? Just make the panel, make this bit just wider. If you wanted a 2-liner, say you wanted to write, "You're the best," just make a wider panel. It's the same sketch, you know, just the more, the wider it gets, the less you see of the background there. That's the only thing, isn't it? But there you go. So that's another little optical illusion, which I quite like.
That's nice. And the product of the month has got some lovely sentiments on there that would work beautifully.
Why don't you show that?
Let me I'll do a full screen graphic on those.
I'll have a look what I'm going to show you next.
Okay. So you can see here, it's that same beautiful font and they're the same size as well. So if you pop this in your basket up until the 31st of January of this year, anything else in your basket, you'll get double loyalty points. So the item number is 12258. It's the Art Deco Sentiments A5 stamp set, £20.99 plus your club discount. So if you belong to one craft club, you'll receive 10%, bringing that price down to £18.89. 2 clubs, 12.5%, bringing it down to £18.37. And then 3 clubs, you'll get a 15% discount, bringing that down to £17.84. So you can pop that into your basket and get double points, or you could pop this into your basket, which is item number 31940, the Sentiment Embedded Stencil. And finally, if you're into your groovy and you pop this in your basket, item number 42595, you'll also receive double points as well. And if you like that collection of stamps that Barb's was using in that last demo, or not that last one, the one before, you got Barb's Big Shack People, item number 12160. If you want to go for the A5 square Big Blooms, item number 12238, that has a £6 saving, and they all come with masks as well. Are we good to go?
We are, love.
Okie dokie. change up to that.
Okay, so what I thought we'd do now is have
Yeah.
a look at the actual backgrounds, the bow wallpapers and how they work and how we get these lovely colours.
Yeah.
So if, for example, we're looking at how we did this,
Yes.
right, or how, and in conjunction with that, how we got this,
Yeah.
right? So what I'm going to do now is do the backgrounds,
Okay.
and I'll use a piece of the birthday.
That's from the sentiments
Yeah,
collection.
I'll use a bit of that as well.
Okay.
And let's have a look. I've got one like that, and I just chopped it up.
Chopped it up. It's an 8 by 8.
Yeah. So we've got those. They're really cool.
We have, yeah.
So I can lay this up as I'd like to see it. Now, let's have a look. Just for the sake of I could do a whole one, right?
Yeah.
I could use. I'm using a 6 by 6 here.
Yeah.
I could also use an 8 by 10 and just get a whole load done.
Load going.
Do you see what I mean? And then chop it up. It's up to you where you want to go with it. Right. So this one, it requires a bit more ink. But if I take the larger one, let me pan out a little bit. You can see that's a 6 by 6. That's an 8 by 10. So this one, perhaps I'll pop that on there like so. I can do all this. Look, I'll do it so that you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
I can pop that on there.
While Barb's doing that, I'll bring up details on the side view screen of the gel plates.
Or I could put that one there. I could pop that one there. So I've got a little side piece. And then I could take this one and I could pop that one on there like that. So now I've got a whole, do you see what I mean?
Yes.
So what it's going to look like, I've got that. I can see what I'm going to do before I do it. And whatever's black changes the colour.
Okay.
Whatever's black will become on the transfer.
Yes.
On these, whatever's white will become the colour. On these, look, whatever's white becomes the colour.
Yes.
Obviously. But on the transfer, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And the reason I wanted to bring up a sentiment one is because you would think when you're pulling a print that it's going to be back to front, but it isn't.
Magic.
And I like that. Yeah. So all I need is a gel press.
Yeah. So I've got the large one on the side view screen, item number 31112. Right.
So let me just for the sake of argument, let me just see. I'm going to use, I could use the same colours. I just don't want to use my little, I'm going to use a bigger one. Let me just see. What have I got? A green. Let me use that. I've got an orange. Bear with me a second. I could use the same ones. It's just you go through a lot on a big thing like this. So let's say, for example, I've just got to get my bits together. If I'm going to make a card, I need a card like that.
Yeah.
See? So this is a 5. Actually, I've got a 5 by 5. I know I have. Here they are. I've got a 5 by 5 ready to go.
Okay.
So you want to get your bits ready to go. So that's going to be my card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could do it on a 5 by 5. Do you know what? I'm going to use less ink. It's the same
6 by 6. Same principle.
Same principle, just less ink.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. I need a brayer just to spread out the ink a bit. Okay, I'm going to use a brayer.
This is your SD soft brayer.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Right. It just stops the stripes.
Yes.
It stops the stripes.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, I'm going to go with, I'm going to put that colour in, right, which is Seedless Preserves. Yeah. Then I'll put some of the orangey one in.
Spiced marmalade.
That'll do. Quite a lot, right? But you can see what I'm up to here, right? And then I've got a little bit of green down there, which won't show so much.
Peeled paint.
But that'll do.
I like that as it is. It's like candy stripes.
You could do it all random, you know, and that works out quite well too.
Yeah.
But if you want to spread this out a little bit, then the best thing to do is start in the middle. Let me just make sure I've got all my bits. Right, start in the middle, go that way, then go that way. And you can see there's quite a lot of ink coming off there, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's quite a lot come off there.
Yes.
In fact, I'm thinking it's too much, but we'll just persevere with this.
Okay.
So then I'm going to take my happy birthday and I'll pop that down on there like so. Okay?
Okay.
Not pressing too hard. Then I'm going to take one of these and I'll just pop that to there like that. So I've got a bit of, so you can see the difference in black on white and white on black.
Yeah.
And I'll just pop that one on there like so. Right, there's a little bit of an overlap. This will be quite faded.
Okay.
because I realised I took a lot of ink off there. But for the sake of the demo,
Yeah.
this is when you enter the realm of unpredictable art.
Yes.
Right? And this is where you have to figure out how much ink, how much pressure, how much time.
Is this the longer?
No.
It isn't the longer.
How much ink, how much pressure, and how much time.
Yeah.
On this one, I say you want a fair amount of ink, not too much where it goes blistery. That's where that comes in. How much time? I'm waffling now because I think the longer you leave it, the better.
Yeah.
Right? It gives it a chance to soak in. And then, what else? How much pressure? You don't press hard on this one. You lightly kiss this one. This is where you don't press, right? Just give it a little chance. Let's have a look what it looks like on this side. Let's see. That's what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're after.
Okay.
So we'll turn that over. So we'll lift that off. We'll lift that off. I've got some nice colours there. We'll lift that off. Then I'm going to take my ink pad, my card blank.
Yeah. 5x5.
Pop that in there. Okay. And this is where I can press hard.
Right. Okay.
Right. So I press hard on this, and I'll take a bit of copy paper. Could you just keep your finger on there, Paul?
Keep your finger on there.
Right. I'll take a bit of copy paper, and I'll just pop that on there like so. So now I can press hard without getting ink all over, because I know there's going to be ink on the sides, isn't there? There and there. So let's see if we've got enough. See what the colour's going to be like. Oh yeah, look.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that works, I'll be well happy.
I like that's a frame then, isn't it? You got a frame there.
Good frame.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it doesn't work, at least we knew that worked. Right? Now, whatever happens, it's going to happen in there.
Yeah.
Right? So let's have a look. If I lift this off now, I love.
Nice.
I love. So you can see, look, as if by magic, happy birthday, bang in the middle. And you can see here the difference. Whatever was black is now coloured, and whatever was white stays white.
Yes.
Yeah. So for example, happy birthday, right? Whatever was black is now coloured.
Is now the colour.
And whatever was white stays white.
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah.
And it will be the same here. So you can see how. Now I could use this again and again and again. So I'll pull another print. Next time I'll go in with a different area. Next time I'll go in with a different area. Next time I'll go in with a bit of pink. So now I'm building up
the colours on your backing paper.
And that's how you end up with all these lovely, see, I've got a little bit of pink there. So you know that I went in and grabbed a bit off there.
From the edge.
Yeah. So you get these lovely backgrounds, and you've got that as well. So you can see how this has worked.
Yeah.
And you get your colour, and you get your.
I like that frame. I know it's sad, isn't it?
No, it's quite good. Look at that.
Look at that.
They look good.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. 6x6 jelly plate works every time. Right. What a nice background.
Because it's a 5x5 paper, isn't it? So you've got that sort of space all the way around.
Yeah. So going back to all these backgrounds, right? This is just that. That's all it is. Except I added a bit more. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you don't want to do this, I wonder if there's still some ink on there. Let's just try it. What about if I take one of these like that? Let's just see, because there was definitely ink on the brayer. Right. I'm going to use this.
Okay.
Okay. I know. Don't be sad. Let's see what happens if there's anything on here. There you go. Right. See? So now you've got the ink that way. Yeah?
Yeah.
And if you wanted to add a bit of purple, let's say you want a bit more of that pinky colour.
Yeah.
But you didn't really, it didn't happen for you. Right? You can't really, you could go with a brush.
Yeah.
Right?
Take a while to build up.
Take a while to build up. Let's see what happens if I just take this. Let's just put it on there.
Yeah.
Right? Transfer trick.
Okay.
Right. This isn't a bow wab. This is just colouring the bow wab.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to take that. Should I clean it? Probably, to get a pure colour. But I reckon, should we have a little look?
Quite a dominant colour, isn't it? That seedless preserve.
Let's have a look. There you go. So now I get my lovely pink in there. What a result.
Nice.
See, so now I've got my lovely colour. I didn't want more than that.
And you can see sort of the pink over here and how it sort of ties in.
I wonder if, just bear with me a second, humour me for a minute. because I want to just add a little bit of water. See, there's a lot of ink on there, isn't there? You could use that as well, but I'm just going to get rid of this because what I'm trying to do, because you're going to say, how do I clean it? Well, here we go. Water. Micro cloth. What's it called? Microfiber cloth.
Yeah.
Right. This is another way to clean. This is worth knowing this stuff. I want to clean my brayer. If I want to get a really a really decent, that'll clean it. Right. That gets rid of any colour on there.
Yeah.
Okay. 100%. Right. So that's clean now.
Okay.
See, because you'll be surprised how much ink stays on these.
On there. I remember at baby wipes, we used to clean brayers with baby wipes. It could be covered.
Let's take that colour again. I'm visiting that colour again. You want bright?
Yes.
Right. You need to clean. If you want bright, you need to clean. Now let's see. Look, you can see on the
that.
Right?
Yeah.
Now let's see. I'm doing a little wheelie just to get rid. Right. There you go. So now you're getting much better coverage. You see? So you're getting your pink. Yeah. Very dark. See, you lose the print if you do that. So don't do that. But you can see how you can get really lovely background papers.
Yeah.
And whether or not you use, I wonder if, let me just try something.
2 for 1.
Just see if I just grab a bit of ink off there. Yeah, you see, look, you get a lovely edge on there as well. So there are loads of different options here, right?
I think it's nice to have the paper in a 5x5, especially if you're going to work with the 6x6 gel press.
Absolutely.
Because again, that frame
pint
as well.
size, yeah.
So you've got your 6x6, you've got your 5x5 papers.
Yeah.
And then you're getting 2 for 1 because you're colouring your paper, you're pulling your print as well.
You're absolutely right. And to use the small, like for mini makes, if you're going to get into this kind of artwork, and what I particularly like from the design point of view is that the design isn't an 8x8.
No.
So it's almost half the size because it's not been cropped, it's been reduced.
Shrunken. Yeah.
So that means that you're getting that lovely design feature.
Because as you say, I mean, not as you say, but if you took the 8x8 and cut it into 4x4, for example, you've still got the boldness of the leaves.
Exactly. Whereas this, you see the detail of the leaves. So very nice to use.
Beautiful.
Okay, and you can see how you arrive at these backgrounds. You can see exactly how I've arrived at those backgrounds, can't you?
And it's nice to have some white space as well.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
And with this one, for example, black on white, white on black, just to show you the difference. And then once you use one of those little
swatches,
look, how nice is that as well, you see? So you've got loads of different options. So we've used the papers to great effect.
Yep.
Really nice stash.
It is nice because, again, you can sort of build those up, and even if you don't use them at the time,
you could chop these up and use these as little stickers as well, little strips.
Nice little banners across your card.
They work really, really well. And so that's really, let me see, let me have a look at these. Let's just have a look where we were headed. I think I pretty much explained.
You have covered,
what I wanted to explain. So let's just take a look. So just to recap, we've looked at how, of course, we started life out by showing you how to water the paint inside. Right. So that was the first thing. Then how go over the top with the polychroma. The background, we just figured that out. And then that one was the same. And
Barb's Big Blooms.
Barb's Big Blooms. And we saw how to use that piece to cover over to make an optical illusion. I really like that. And then this one was the same again. I'm going to challenge you to this one. So Leafy Paris, right? We don't have to do it. I'm going to show it to you.
I mean, it's just one color basically.
It's exactly what I've just done. Except it's one. I mean, we could do it if you want, but it's so easy. Let me show you. So if we come in a bit closer. Let me just come in a bit closer so it's a bit sharper, and then you'll see. So the first thing we did, and you'll get it now.
Stamp in that set, isn't it?
There it is. It's interesting to see how different it looks. That's that in the center. Right, and that's that with its friend.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we've got a 5 by 5.
Yeah.
So pop that to one side. You know how I pulled that
How
print.
you've just done that where you pulled the card with the happy birthday on.
And I used that to do it.
Nice.
Right?
I like that particular one.
So this now was exactly how I pulled the print on the 6 by 6.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the background. That's that. That's the paper.
Yeah.
I might want to use that. That's my I've got 2 for here. See, so I got that one.
Mm-hmm.
I've got that one. I could use that there. If I use that there, then I need a divider of some description.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe that would look really lovely.
Again.
Those little swatches.
Yeah.
Right. So now I've dug out the ones that I think would work.
Beautiful colours.
Yeah. I stamped my little Eiffel Tower and my people.
Nice.
Right. So now I've got choices. You know how I did the background, but it's using the second one, not the fern, but the second one.
Stamp in that
yeah.
set.
And now I can decide which colour I want to go with. I stamp which little people. I love these people. We drew these in the shack as well, didn't we? Little umbrella people. And you can see the difference, how many different options you've got, whether you trim this back, whether you use the people, whether you drop the Eiffel Tower down, you know, or you make the people larger and put the Eiffel Tower up off the top. Yeah. So there are so many different options. But if you want to know exactly how it was done, watch back because it is clear.
It's just a combination of the last bit, isn't it, really?
The $1 million question is, which colour did I use? Now, let's go to our friends and see if they can see what colour. What colour?
Ooh, what colour?
What colour do you think?
Ooh. One of your favourites, maybe?
Yeah.
Let's have a look in there, see. I'm sure
see if anybody can work out what colour.
Let me just bring the chat all the way down.
Let's see if anybody can work out what colour. It
takes a while for that.
I know. Well, we'll tell you right at the end which colour I used. And you'll see it's interesting how you get the generational effects on the black on white and then the transfer. But it's really nice, isn't it?
Okay, we've got some answers coming in.
Duck egg, broken china. Keep coming, keep coming. Can you? Is it scrolling? Are we looking?
It's scrolling. Yep.
Let's have a look then.
There we go. Speckled egg.
No.
Can't recall. It's Stormy Sky.
No.
This is fun, is it?
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Ooh.
Okay, $1 million question. Peacock feathers.
There we go.
There you go. Peacock feathers.
And you wouldn't have thought that because it's
quite... it's so turquoise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it looks like when it's stamped up. Beautiful. One of my favourites.
Really nice, isn't it?
There you go. Blue.
Grace says blue.
Grace, I don't know what I'd do without you.
50 shades of blue.
For all those teal lovers in the building, peacock feathers. We probably haven't got one because I'm always going on about.
If we haven't, then no, they will be here by the end of the week. They will be here
at the end of the week. Yeah,
definitely.
So there you go. I don't know what else we were going to. I think that's
that's everything covered.
That's everything.
Yeah,
thank you so much for joining us. A little recap. I might blog that one.
Okay.
I might blog that just for a little recap. And other than that, of course, we've got our digital downloads,
which you can find on our Catch Up and Craft area.
Yeah.
Obviously, all of the videos are available there, but also on our YouTube page as well. So the product of the month runs up until midnight on Saturday, the 31st of January. And also the price on the bundle on your screen here is also that special price up until midnight on Saturday as well.
Marvellous. Marvellous. So thank you so much for joining us. We went over the hour a little bit.
We always say an hour-ish.
Okay.
We have many friends still in the room.
Thank you so much for keeping us company. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you like the new stamps. Do add them to your basket and check out.
And go hitchhiking, not hijacking.
Go hijacking. And don't forget to take full advantage of that January product of the month if you haven't already.
So all the details on the front of the website. Click the banner and it will take you in there and show you what's on offer.
Thanks very much. Grace, thank you so much for helping us out. And we will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Yep, Louise is with you at 10 o'clock for Groovy Tuesday. And then I'll be with you with Louise as well And we've got a new product launch as well.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Have you?
Ready for Hobby Maker on Wednesday.
Woohoo!
So
There
you've
you
been
go.
framed. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, lots of love.
Take care.
Bye-bye
Bye-bye.
now.